Hey, I found a good comic, NEOTHERIC, on IndieCron. I wanted to take a look at it because it's something like 70 pages, 90 pages or something like that, and it's already complete. He's already got it done. It's already done digitally, and he just wants to get it out on a print issue. So I started scrolling through this, and guess what? It's pretty funny. A lot of times when you scroll through their preview pages, you got to kind of extrapolate from what the limited previews are trying to do. But this, he's got three preview pages, and they're really funny. You get the soldier, and you see that there's obviously a monster behind him. And the guy's talking to him off screen. He says, "Sir, can you step to the side? There's something behind you, but we can't quite make it out with you standing the mother effer." All right, that was pretty funny. And then the next scene, all right, they're chasing down some. I'll tell you the story in a second. And they're chasing down some dinosaurs, and I think they're talking to God, and God is swearing up a blue streak. I don't know who these are. These are kind of like, I don't know, celestial type creatures. And so while God is reading them the riot act, they're in their minds, they're calling him just, all kinds of what a silly twat he is. And then God says, "Hey, dumbasses, I can read your thoughts. I can hear everything." Oh, shit. So you've got two of these funny panels that are legitimately funny. And then you've got an action scene that's well drawn and well structured. So this is kind of weird to see a comic that is tightly put together this well. Okay, this is, if you go to Indiegogo or IndieCron, this is NEOTHERIC. It's 90 pages, DC Giant style book. 90 pages is amazing. It's by Gonzalez. I don't know. He said he's doing the writing and the lettering. I don't know who's doing. Maybe he's doing the art too. $15 for 90 pages. I don't see how you do that. That seems a little bit low. See, this is the thing, is occasionally I will come across books that look really, really good, and they're not getting funded because there's just not enough. Because a lot of the spark comicsgate is out because there's just pissing and moaning and fighting, and I don't know if I want to get into it because I don't know if I want to associate this guy's campaign. I don't know this guy. I don't know anything about him. But I didn't know if I wanted to associate this guy's campaign with a discussion about comicsgate infighting. So anyway, 90-page collection. It was digital. Blah, blah, blah. So he's already got it done. Okay. The plot of NEOTHERIC centers around anthropomorphic a-hole dinosaurs who have been used by alien slave masters as biological terraformers. For millions of years, they have traveled from planet to planet. Okay. So it's got a great plot. The dinosaurs have evolved. Some of them yearn to live wild and free. A small group of audacious dinos escapes, heads to modern-day Earth, where the S immediately hits the fan because they are, after all, savage MFing dinosaurs. Spoiler alert, this book is for mature audiences. As a result of their violation of the natural cosmic order, a relentless barrage of enemies will come at them from all corners of the universe. Guys, this looks really funny. It's drawn, plotted, schemed out really well. It's funny. This kind of thing should be at the top of the list. And on IndieCron, it is at the top of the list, but I mean, this should be, more people should be talking about. Okay, so here's the trick of this thing. Everything is ready to print. You read that right. No waiting. It's been a 5-year project, which I've invested my own money, blah, blah, blah. I've done 1 to 4 available digitally on Kindle, sorry about that. And Comic app, but it was always the intent to have a print edition one day. So the books are done, and there's some extra artwork. I don't give a shit about extra pinups and trading cards and stickers. That's just, I hate that kind of stuff. I know that sounds a little awkward. Okay, so he's going to re-letter some of the stuff, fix some typos. A sample page. A futuristic alien spacecraft has landed in a small town, but what's inside it is not alien enough from the future. It's from dinosaurs from the past. And I guess he's talking to God. This looks really funny. I wish Comicsgate was. I wish Comicsgate was more organized. Well, hey Bianca, why don't you do your best to organize it? It's a good question. It's a fair question. I got to do live streams. And if you know this guy, this Gonzalez, because I don't know him, I don't know his Twitter. Maybe I can get a hold of him somehow. We can talk about this kind of thing because I'm not sure if he's already talked about this with the Red Gaze Red Gaze will do interviews with people, and Mandy, I forget her last name, of Wart the Wizard will do interviews with people. So those two channels are really doing a lot of the comicsgate work. So I'm not sure if they've already interviewed him or not, but I mean, you could always have another person talk to him. Okay, I've been trying my hand at combo. Okay, well, obviously you know what you're doing. Creator, writer, letterer. So who's the artist? Creator's not the artist. Who actually drew the pictures? I don't know. I mean, the art's good. Everything's fine. He tried out for Marvel. Okay, but so series artist Dave Mims, artist for Alterna Comics Scrimshaw. Dave is the artist. Okay, so he did issues 1 to 2, and then someone else, Andrea Portilla, took over. There was no way around the obvious change. Well, the art looks fine to me. The art's not a problem. Pinup artist, I don't care about pinups. I'm sure you do, but fixed funding. Okay, we got to reach our minimum goal. Minimum funding goal of $5,000 is needed to pay for ISBNs, print the book, purchase shipping supplies. That's not a whole lot of money. We can do 250 copies. I wish I had more pull in the Comicsgate community, because this is a book that could do very, very well. It's already out there. It's already digital. $5,000 is not that much. If he was on Ethan's show for one night, you would get that $5,000. You might even get $10,000. I'm not sure if Ethan is doing. There's a little mosquito flying around here. I'm not sure if Ethan is doing live streams where he does this kind of stuff anymore, because I haven't caught too many of his shows. I wish people were getting along better in Comicsgate, so we could have people like, okay, we've got this guy with a new book out. We could have him make the rounds. And the biggest show, obviously, is Ethan, but Tug, Yellow Flash. There's a bunch of other channels could at least mention him. These kind of books, at the end of their stream or at the beginning of their stream, or just put them in the background just for like a minute. There are little things, if we all work together, that could be done to get these books out in people's. Because listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of the books that come in Comicsgate, they're not ready. I mean, not a lot of them. Some of them are not ready, and they're just the artist needs a little bit more work, kind of thing. But this is already done. This is already a complete book by an artist who looks like he knows what he's doing. So this kind of stuff should be a slam dunk, a home run. I don't follow sports ball. This should be just off the charts, ready to go. This is a good book. The price is right. It's, what is it, 90 pages? Yeah, this should be all of us working together to get this kind of stuff published. So I'm not sure if he's been interviewed. This kind of stuff is right up my alley. And comics. Oh, and Boyette also does. He also talks about Comicsgate and Indie Chronic kind of stuff. But because all these people are fighting with EVS, those channels get downvoted, because the EVS fans will go and downvote people's channels, and when you constantly downvote people's channels, it hurts the channel. It's just, it's all so tiresome, is what it is. It's all so tiresome. 90 pages for $15. Dudes, that is friggin' crazy. So maybe Mandy and Red Gaze and Edwin Boyette and some of these other bigger channels can talk about this and try to get this thing out there, because this looks really funny. You're supposed to be able to scroll through this. Always have somebody look through your campaign to because you have he has the images down below, but you can also put the images up here, because a lot of people just want to just thumb through the images right off the bat. That's what I would do. Anyway, I did review a bunch of other comics. I looked at a bunch of other comics. I looked at Legion of Superheroes, Heartbeat, Deadpool, Ghosted in LA, Guardians of the Galaxy, Batgirl. Oh, what to say about Batgirl other than it's very, very bad. A lot of these comics I'm looking at they're not super over the top cringe like Batgirl, Guardians, Deadpool. They're just disappointing. When you have a character like Deadpool, or even Batgirl, those are fun, spicy, zany characters. They should be written with a really young feeling to them. There should be like a flirtatious feeling to Batgirl and Deadpool. I mean, those are fun characters. You should really, make them a little bit more than PG-13 type of humor, up the game a little bit. But they're not. They just write this just boring stuff. And they're not hitting you over the head with SJW themes. I get that. But you're just not hitting me over the head with anything. You're not giving me anything. You're not giving me any sauce, any sizzle, any sex. Sex sells. And maybe that came out wrong. I mean, how do you screw up Deadpool? Well, you screw up Deadpool when you have an agenda, and when you're not allowed, even when you're not writing SJW themes, you're just not allowed to be free to take some risks and take some chances and have a little fun with it. Stuff like Ghosted in LA by Cena Grace, I get that. It's written for a certain audience, and it's like a soap opera, so it's probably, I get that. It is what it is. But I feel like reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy is the one where the guy announced his pronouns. I think it was Marvel Boy or something. He says his pronouns. No. The little raccoon would say that, would listen to you saying your pronouns and go, what the fuck is this horse shit? It's the gayest thing I've ever heard. Have some balls, guys. You don't list some of these pronouns and have nobody roll their eyes. You would roll your eyes and go, who the hell is this attention-seeking bundle of sticks? Find your balls, people. Find your freaking balls and bring comics back. God, make comics great again. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. You want to support the channel, buy a t-shirt, buy me a cup of coffee, or just tell me to go F myself. All those things are available to you. The F myself is for free. You can send me email, BiancaZombie602, if you want me to look at your comic, give it a good review, give it a bad review, whatever you want. I'm up for it. Or if you want to suggest a video, I will. I'll probably do it, because so far the stuff that people have suggested have been really, really good videos that got a lot of views. So anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next episode.